An issue that I struggled with in the past is actually that I felt like I was making too much. I would think like, wow, those people are getting paid a lot. My dad, who's the hardest working man that I know, like doesn't get paid that much.
Okay, all right. I already see a problem right here. I already see a problem. 25-year-old living on $62,000 a year in New York City, right? She already has this mindset that some people make too much money and that she already felt bad about making too much money. Now, I hope she's not referring to this $62,000 a year number, because that's a problem if she felt like she was making too much money at $62,000 a year. All right. But I already see some red flags. Okay. So we're going to dive into this. Again, make sure you follow me on all of my social media networks, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. Okay. I'm on all platforms now. And then in addition to that, make sure you join the Facebook group. That link is in the Patreon. All right. Shout out to Christopher J. He says this is not going to end well. We going to give her a chance. We don't know if this is going to end well. Let's keep it moving. It's only one person that really won.
My name is Maria Melchor. I'm 25 years old. I make $62,000 per year, and I live in New York City.
All right, let me remove this. Maria works full-time at the Legal Aid Society. Now, I'm not the sharpest knife in the toolbox, but if I'm not mistaken, legal aid is basically helping other people that can't afford legal services. Am I wrong? Like, they can't afford it, so you got the Legal Aid Society or project that gives people inside information, and I'm not sure exactly what kind of legal advice that they give, but I'm just guessing, okay? So we're going to keep it going.
I help low-income New Yorkers get access to government benefits, housing, and healthcare.
Okay, so I was wrong. She basically helped people run in the Victim Olympics. We need to outsource this job ASAP. We need to go ahead and eliminate it. She basically helps people run in the Victim Olympics. That's what I'm hearing. Let me rewind what she just said. Give me a second.
Access to government benefits, housing, and healthcare.
She helps people get access to government benefits, housing, and healthcare. So basically, they take your tax dollars. They take your tax dollars and they help other people get access to and be able to supplement what it is that they're doing so that they can survive. Am I too much of a capitalist? Come on, man. All right. She earns $52,000 a year from her day job and $800 a month from her money coaching side hustle. How you earn $50,000 plus a year, but you gonna help people with a money coaching business? I believe that you got to be at least 100,000 there. You got to have a net worth of at least $500,000 or more to be able to coach somebody from a financial perspective. Or you got to be a financial planner, or you got to be a certified accountant, CPA, something like that. I don't believe that a 22-year-old should be a life coach. I don't believe that a person that makes $50,000 a year, unless she just got an astronomical net worth and she just doing it just for fun, should be able to give financial advice. Where is they doing this at? Didn't we just do this with the other person, that the other chick that was in debt, still working on paying off her student loans, and she had a YouTube channel talking about financial advice? Sway, you ain't got the answer, Sway. What is going on? Let me stop prejudging. Never mind, it's going to end much worse. All right. Come on.
Hola, Ma, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, aquí cocinando la cena.
I grew up in Veracruz, Mexico, and my family and I moved to Connecticut when I was about 9 years old. My family really came to the U.S. in pursuit of economic opportunity.
Of course.
given that my dad and my mom were undocumented for a while, even though they were working full-time, several jobs, we were still a low-income household. Being undocumented, I don't remember that so explicitly, but I just do remember, being an immigrant in this predominantly white middle-class town in East Haven and just feeling kind of like an outsider.
So, Maria was approved for a green card during her senior year of high school. Cool. So she's actually a citizen, right? She's a citizen now. But I guess the interesting thing about that is that what I'm wondering is, as undocumented, because does that mean that they illegally immigrated here? Were they illegal immigrants? Does undocumented mean that you're illegal? Somebody help me in the chat, because I don't know what I don't know, right? Does undocumented mean that you were living here illegally? Because when you say I migrated here for another opportunity, how did your parents get into the country? And then how did that translate into you then becoming documented? I'm just curious about that. Yep. Yeah. So everybody is saying that I'm on it. All right, cool. All right, cool. So I just wanted to know, I just want to understand. This is not a political show. This is financial. I want to see how she's using her money. I don't really care about how she got documented. She here now, all right?
I was crying when I learned that I had been approved for my green card, because I would have access to college and I would have access to permanent residency in the US. And at the time, that's all I'd really known, is living in the US, and I really couldn't picture myself going back to Mexico.
All right, here's the good stuff.
When it comes to budgeting nowadays, I don't do tracking every month anymore. I am a big proponent of that, especially if you're new.
She doesn't do tracking anymore, but she's a big proponent of it if you're new. Who does not track everything that they're doing? I know where every dollar is going.
To budgeting. Now, to simplify my finances, I get my paycheck and I actually have auto transfer set up.
All right, let me back that up. I need to see.
Simplify my finances.
All right, Anton, let's break this down. Monthly budget, $3,500. All right. Renter's insurance is $3. Wow. Renter's insurance is cheap. $3 for renter's insurance. Subscriptions, $5. So apparently she don't have YouTube Premium, that's for sure. Uber's is only $20. This is all she's spending. Okay. I don't see anything crazy. Phone, $45. Food, $500. $500 on food. As a single person in New York, My girl Lauren, I'm about to reach out to Lauren. She was only spending like $100 and something a month, but maybe because she was being fed at the places that she worked. $500 for food. Roth IRA, $500. So keep in mind, y'all, look, she's spending $500 a month in her Roth IRA. The limit for, I don't see anything off right here. The limit for contributing to your Roth IRA as a single individual person is $6,000 a year. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm just telling y'all what the income threshold is and what the contribution limit is. Roth IRA, a Roth individual retirement account, you can contribute up to $6,000 a year, which is one of the reasons why she put in $500 a month, which then equals $6,000 a year. 500 times 12 is 6,000. All right. So she's playing it beautifully. And then she puts, she only spends $1,000 a month in rent. I don't know how she's doing that. How is she only spending $1,000 a month in New York City? Let me remove this. $775 in discretionary. Okay, it's very difficult for me to say that she's doing the wrong thing because everything looks like it's on the up and up. The only problem that I'm having right here is that she got this savings account, which is going towards her wedding fund, as indicated in the bottom right-hand corner. So she's trying to pay for a wedding. She's saving for a wedding. Okay. I'm guessing that that's the young man that we seen that came in there. Discretionary. What is discretionary? Let me continue. I don't see anything overly egregious. I don't see anything crazy right now. So we're going to continue.
I get my paycheck and I actually have auto transfer set up.
Maria and her partner Ian live together in Columbia University housing. University housing. That's making sense now.
My partner and I split expenses evenly right now.
Oh, look how beta this man is. First of all, she calling him her partner.
My partner and I split expenses evenly.
Oh no. Oh no. Say it ain't so freaky Jason. See, I told y'all, but at least they got their stuff figured out. The one thing that I know is that very few people are able to be in a quote unquote traditional marriage. A lot of y'all should stop asking for submission and just go ahead and get a partner. Go ahead and get a partner. Listen, he making her pay half of the wedding. He making her pay half the rent. So maybe he not as beta as I thought he is. Maybe that the upper pink on his shirt is just for aesthetics. This man said, I got me a partner. Got this little chick paying half the bills. Okay, make her pay half the bills.
Right now, our biggest shared expenses are...
I already know that they in a university housing. Whenever you see this and on the cabinets or the drawers, first of all, is that a washing machine in the kitchen? In the background? Is that 2-tiered washing machine? I don't know. Whenever you see those drawers right there, you know that is university housing or something else. Those are the classic university drawers and cabinets that you run into.
Biggest shared expenses are rent and groceries. My partner actually makes a pretty similar income as me. He's a graduate student and he supplements his income with tutoring.
So Ian's rent costs are $2,000. So they split it evenly. The rent cost is $2,000 a month, which they split evenly. All right. So that now it makes sense why she only paying $1,000 a month, and they live on a university campus.
The rent for this apartment includes all utilities, so Wi-Fi,
wow,
gas, heat, hot water, everything.
There was a time when
rent includes everything. They paying $2,000 a month. They probably ain't never moving out of that place ever.
I had graduated and I was still in college, and I was visiting her in the city, and we would meal prep banana bread and cut it all up. And I would take some for the week and she would take some for the week. So we'd have the same breakfast.
Oh, yeah, you are beta. That is too beta. Oh, God. Listen, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, look, listen. Please stop telling me how all of these other guys from different cultures are taking care of their women. They not. These chicks is paying half the rent. And they're meal prepping banana bread so that they have the same breakfast every single day. It's not what you think it is. Please stop telling me how these other dudes, this is a man sharing rent and she's up here happy to pay half of the bills. It's not what you think it is, ladies and gentlemen.
It was nice.
My partner loves to cook, and I treat ourselves with really good ingredients and then also get takeout when we want.
Applying to colleges, undocumented.
I knew my parents were poor. I knew that they couldn't help me with school. So I went with Yale because it was one of...
She got into Yale. Hold up. She just said that casually like that wasn't a big deal. First, shout out to Mrs. Crow T. Shetty. I appreciate you for holding me down and contributing to the platform. She went to Yale. So why is she only making $50,000 a year? Fam, don't tell me you went to Yale and you're only making $50,000 a year.
The schools that offered need-based financial aid, they paid for all of my tuition and my room and board. I still took out a federal student loan to help me pay for some personal school matters, such as like my laptop and some school supplies.
So basically, she took out her only student debt is $2,500 loan. Listen. Apparently, let me tell you what the finesse was. This is the finesse. So she got approved to be in, to actually getting her green card. Let me take off my Rolex. I'm too rich to even be talking about this chick right now. She took out she documented during the green card process. She got her green card, but she was still considered very, 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 very low income. Apparently her grades was really, really good, or else she wouldn't have got into Yale. And because her parents were poor, they qualified for all of the different things that came along with running in the Victim Olympics, right? They qualified for probably all of the Pell Grants, different scholarships. She's a minority. She's a woman, all of this type of stuff. So I'm assuming, and I don't know, but I'm assuming if I had to guess and you made me put money on it, that she was able to get the majority of the things paid for, and then she only took out $2,500 in student loans in order to pay for her school supplies. She took advantage of the system that Obama and Biden and all of the previous liberals wanted you guys to be able to have. Your parents is poor, but you out here taking out federal student loans and the maximum amount so that you can go out here and party and live it up and then go and get your chain.
I paid that off as soon as I could after getting my first job. I was very excited to study at Yale. I went in and I would just see people wearing very fancy clothes and I would hear like, oh, like that person's jacket is like $1,000. I'm like, wow, there are $1,000 jackets and you leave them like on the couch at a party. Like what, $1,000 on the couch?
See, this is the type of chick that y'all should be getting. This is the type of chick that y'all should be getting. A chick that's happy to get some Reeboks. No, but y'all want the bad chick. Y'all want the chick that is out here, you know what I'm saying, in the club, popping bottles, trying to chase Drake and Future. You want Lori Harvey. You should have got you a Maria. I don't even remember how the lyrics of that song. It remind me of a West Side Story. Maria. You should have got you a Maria. Maria is not expecting anything. She is going to split the rent with you. She's going to cut up banana bread with you and share lunches. She's going to pay half of everything, and she's just going to be happy to get a pair of Reeboks. No, you want that chick that got some Balenciagas. You want that chick that want that Balenciaga. You should have got you a Maria. Doom, doo, doo, doom, doom. Boom, 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 boom. Maria. 75 is the average income in NYC. She's in poverty. But Maria don't want no Balenciagas. Side hustle, first gen living during the pandemic.
I just wanted to hop on here and talk about what the differences are between a 401k, a 403b. I know it can be very confusing.
It really isn't. It's not confusing, the difference between a 401k and a 403b. Okay, boo. Derek T says, buddy from Fight Club might have been telling the truth. He said he offered to buy that chick some shoes. Oh man.
First gen living to be able to create a space where I could talk about money and invite other people like me who are first generation immigrants, first generation college graduates to begin unpacking their history with money and get the resources to design healthy financial plans that will make them more comfortable with their money. I also offer personal finance coaching so that if people do want to meet with me one-on-one.
She can't offer personal finance coaching because it's too advanced for somebody like her to even really be understanding, because she don't know what she don't know. Anybody can talk about the basics, right? What is a 401k? What is a Roth 401k? What is a 403b? Do you work for a public university? Do you work for a private institution? What do they contribute? Like, that's basic. Cool. When we start getting deep down into the other stuff, it's a whole nother conversation. Yvette says, Anton, don't forget the butterfly eyelashes. Yeah. Y'all want a chick with a tattoo on her face, butterfly eyelashes, and want some Lisiagas.
On and talk through their numbers. I can be that resource for them. Have you heard about an emergency fund before?
I've definitely heard about it.
Jesus. Have you heard about an emergency fund before? See, I would say that you shouldn't even have a savings account in the first place, but that's the difference between me and Maria.
I would like to have one, so I'm excited for you to teach me about it.
Oh, Jesus. She coach an average of 7 clients a month. This shit got 7 clients a month. Oh, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me go back here. She coached 7 clients a month. Wow. 7 clients a month, an extra $10,000 this
That's
year.
been super rewarding. And of course, it's great that I can have that extra income coming in that helps.
People
me
are
kind of
actually
loosen
paying
up
this chick
my
to
budget.
send them an Excel spreadsheet. Get your hustle on
I
it.
really feel like I got interested in personal finance out of need. I saw my first post-grad paycheck and I just had a lot of questions about how to make the most out of it and how to align that money that I would have coming in with my values and my goals.
Spaces says she'll cheat on her man for some Air Force Ones. Facts. She'll cheat on her man for less than that. She'll cheat on her man for some Jordans. I believe it. I genuinely believe that she just ain't been exposed to the right type of dude. Let me get Jay Prince up over and on her campus. Jay Prince gonna change her life. I'm about to get Jay Prince over on her campus. She saves $1,400 a month.
About half of that is going toward my Roth IRA for retirement. The other half is going to various money goals. I'm saving for a laptop and new camera. I'm also saving for a puppy who is coming at the end of this month. I also, of course, have an emergency fund. I'm also saving for a wedding fund. There's no date or anything, but just
Look at that man.
in case when I do get married.
He like half beta. He having her pay for half the wedding. He's half beta. He's not full beta, right? He's a little extra. You know what I'm saying? He's having breakfast with her, but he making her pay for half the wedding, yo. That's pretty insane.
I'm actually putting that into a brokerage account.
Okay. Did you hear? I'm feeling that. All right, baby girl. Oh, let me back that up.
But just in case when I do get married, I'm actually putting that into a brokerage account.
Talk to him. No savings accounts. We don't do savings accounts. We do brokerage accounts, okay? Talk to him. All right, I'm feeling you now.
I love the idea of compound interest working in your favor.
Talk to him.
I know that to meet my annual goals, I have to set aside about $500 to my high yield saving account. I know that if I want to max out my Roth IRA, I have to send about $500 per month to my Roth IRA.
But not the high yield savings account. There's no such thing as a high yield savings account. That is a term that banks have come up with in order to try to finesse you.
I started trying to save for adjusting to citizenship. It's pretty hefty, like thousands of dollars to adjust. But I actually found out recently that through my union at my current job, they actually at no cost help you apply for your citizenship. That is going to be free, which is amazing.
Okay, so wait a minute. Let me get this right. So a green card just allows you to be here. And then they have to apply for citizenship which then allow them to have all of the same rights as us, is what I'm assuming. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I have no clue on what the immigration process is. A green card allows for you to be here. The citizenship allows for them to be able to move the way that I move. But it didn't prevent them from being able to pay for her college. What's the difference? Anyways.
The discrimination that I faced as an immigrant in my town, as an undocumented person, that inspired my interest in the law. I feel more ready now than I did.
She's going to be the person that's helping shape our laws now?
I feel so grateful for the hard work of my parents, seeing them make...
I'm not sure if I would let people that are undocumented that go through the green card process and then become a citizen also be the people that help shape our laws? Because they're biased and they're influenced. Well, let me stop. This is not a political show.
The sacrifices that they did for me makes me feel like I want to give back to them and work hard as well. I wanted to show people like me, first-generation immigrants, first-generation college graduates, that managing your finances can be pretty simple, and in fact, it can be pretty liberating as well.
All right, that's pretty cool. I don't have too much of a problem. I don't like that the idea of a high yield savings account. I don't like that. I don't like the whole immigration thing. That's a completely different conversation. But if we keeping it purely on money, I would say that she's doing much better from a financial perspective as far as her level of understanding when it comes to how you're supposed to move. She moved her money into a brokerage account instead of majority in a savings account. Brad or Ian, his name was Ian or Chad is making her pay half of the rent and stuff. So she's definitely a partner, and she minimized the amount of money that she took out when it came to student loans. And so she has 0 student loans because she paid off her student loans. Not really my flow, how she's doing things. I don't know if you can really give coaching advice if you have not leveled up to a certain level, but that's her hustle and that's how she get in her bag. All right. So very interesting. Not too much fireworks there. I think it was an interesting conversation. And I liked it. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Again, make sure you follow me on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate you guys. Happy to be back in the studio. Shout out to my beard guy and Teach Hanley for holding us down. Phil the Teach. Tonight on Fight Club, Eric is going to be hosting a show, and it is going to be phenomenal. 9 p.m. tonight on Fight Club. Make sure that y'all tune in and subscribe to that channel. That link is in the description also. And we're going to continue to get to this bag, all right? Hopefully this was pretty informative for you guys and it helped you to make a decision from a business perspective. Patrick Hill says, good morning. I hope people took your advice on the market. We'll see. We're going to find out. I love you guys. I appreciate you, but I need you to do me one more favor before we get up out of here. Make sure you subscribe to the Patreon too. Make sure you share this with your family and friends because we don't want to be rich by ourselves. Let's get this bag, y'all. Let's be a little bit more intentional and let's make the second half of this year absolutely awesome and phenomenal, all right? I'm about to head down into the gym and get my workout on so I can become my sexiest self ever. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Thank y'all for the super chats. Peace.